What's up, guys? We are back again. I finally moved, gotten a little settled in, and we're back and we're better. Obviously you guys are seeing some different things you haven't seen in the background. It's because I've moved back to Houston. So I got my own stuff back. Now I've only gotten 50% of my stuff back because I'm filing an insurance claim because my stuff was destroyed by mice. So I'll give you guys a little idea of what was destroyed. My bed, my couch, Jordans, that includes Legend Blues, Red Velvet 11s, yeah, True Religions, Cosplays clothes, Christmas tree, yeah. So I have to file a whole claim and get stuff replaced. But with that being said, let's start on the topic of this week, which is the Willow Hotel Freakoffs. Okay, and Willow is a person. Doesn't matter who the person is. This is an atheist, not their real name. Atheist. Doesn't matter who they are. I'll be vaping through this, okay? But Willow and the parties. So this was around Halloween 2 years ago. So I was 23. And I had just moved back to Michigan. I was living with my grandpa. I call him step grandpa, but he's not my grandpa anymore. He's gonna be a story for another day. But in the midst of me living with him, right, I was signing up for these little events in Michigan just to kind of go outside, do different things. And you guys know I'm in the kink community, so of course I'd want to go to a kink event. And I saw this party, and it was a hotel party, and it's like open hotel party, like 200 to 300 people said they were going, right? Like there's like I'm going or something like that. So I look at it, I'm like, you know what, fuck it, it's free, it's all these people, I don't gotta like get vetted. Getting vetted means like you show up to a munch and the group knows you, like you have to prove, you're a good person, nobody, bad things about you, just proving you're a good, reputable person. So I saw the group and I'm like, I think I'll go. And this party was all the way in Ann Arbor. At the time, I was living in Detroit, so that's about a 40-minute drive. So I drive all the way there to this hotel. I don't even know what the hotel was called. It doesn't matter. It was somewhere by U of M. And I get out the car. I probably had about 4 or 5 shots. Not that that matters. Just the point, giving you a very detailed story. I was wearing all black. I had this black bodysuit on with like cuts to the side. My hair was black. No, my hair was purple. My hair was purple, curly, and I was a spider. So I show up to the party, and when you walk into the hotel, right, minimal in the living room, because this is a 2-suite hotel. Minimal 30 people. Like from the door to the kitchen to the couch, there's so many people. We're literally like this, really like that. I walk in and I'm introducing myself to people, like, hello, I'm Baezy, hi. They're like, oh, welcome. The group host, Willow, she comes up to me and she's like, welcome to my party, shows me around, like, okay, this is the playroom 1, this is playroom 2. And in playroom 1, which is over here, there was this Egyptian cosplaying type man. Like, he was literally just wearing everything Egyptian, the earrings, the bracelets, everything. And he was in there spanking this petite white girl with glasses. And there was like also a stud girl, and she was fucking the petite girl too. So we go in there. There's people lined up on one side of the bed, lined up on another side of the bed, right? And they're watching. Cool. So walk out of that room, go to the next room. And in this room is straight spanking, right? It's just hella people getting spanked on the bed. Now it's not a bed full of people. It's just like, okay, we got one person up. We got the next person up. Okay, we got the next person up. I'm like, okay, cool party, like so far. So I'm walking around and, you know, a few guys stop me, the Egyptian man being one of them. And they're like, oh my God, where are you from? I've never seen you at these parties before. You're so pretty. And I'm like, thank you, thank you, thank you, X, Y, and Z. And they're trying to get me to play, which means they're trying to get me to be one of the people getting fucked and spanked, particularly by them, right? So I'm like, yeah, I'll see. And I'm sitting in the kitchen, right? Because this is where they're approaching me. This is like the middle. And I look over, and you have to get like wristbands to say if you were playing, which means you're having sex. If you're in the middle, maybe you want to have sex, maybe you don't. If you're not playing at all. I think I had the in the middle. It was either in the middle or not at all. I didn't really care to play. I don't really care to. I don't think people should just be able to watch me fuck for free. I'm a bro. Come on now. Cheers. Alright, so when I was getting my wristband, they said, do you want to get the wristband for unlimited drinking? It's just $20, and they had alcohol there, so they were like, yeah, you know, you get the wristband, you can drink as much as you want. I get the unlimited drinking wristband. And my friend to this day, Moth, comes up to me, and she's like, you know, hey, we like your style. I'm like, oh my God, I like your style too. And we were talking about hanging out, cosplaying together, X, Y, and Z, going to conventions, letting her know, you know, came from Houston, X, Y, and Z. I'd love to be your friend. And we're talking. And then as we're talking, we're kind of walking around, looking at stuff. So I go back to the room with the girl that was getting fucked by the girl with the strap, right? I go to her, and I'm looking at them. Like, I'm really just looking because I'm curious. This is like one of the first parties in general where I have hella people around that I don't know, and I could just seriously watch, and people aren't just staring at me, waiting for me to do the fucking. Okay, so I was like, okay, thank God there's other people doing the fucking. So I'm watching, and people, of course, are coming up to me like, oh, are you playing? But they see the bracelet, so I think I did have, like, the maybe or maybe not. So like, oh, you're playing? I was like, oh, I don't think so, no. And I go to the other room with the spanking. And there was this white man and this Indian woman. I know she's Indian. You'll know why. Actually, no, she's a story for another day too. But yeah, she asked me, did I want to be spanked? She said I was sexy, and I was like, yes, I'd love to be spanked by you. So she's spanking me and talking me through it, and the guys are like, I get up, and she's like, you know, you took that so well. You know, let me give you my number. I'm about to go. And she wanted to go because it was so many people in there, and the guys were like, I don't know, they weren't being scary, but they also weren't being on their best behavior, right? And then they were cooking out the party cheeseburgers. I got a cheeseburger. Somebody bought me a cheeseburger, actually. I don't know who bought that goddamn cheeseburger. No, actually I do. But yeah, they were cooking cheeseburgers. And this one guy, I call him like Trailer Park Trash because this is exactly what he looked like. And he was scary. And his dick is small. He's looking at me. He's like, I bought you that cheeseburger. And I was like, oh, thank you. He's like, can I get your number? I was like, sure. And with them making cheeseburgers, mind you, you're not allowed to have more than like 5 people to a fucking hotel room. Especially no fucking hotel parties. So the fire alarm goes off. Because they don't know how to cook. They don't know how to cook. So we're like, oh shit, they about to kick us out. Somehow, some way, they talk the people down. They're like, oh my God, we kind of just messed up the food or something. So the party kept going. But she was like, oh yeah, I'm kind of out of here. So more guys came in, and it was a decent amount of guys to the point I was just like, God damn, like, where are we going to go? Where are we going to sit? And they just kept kind of like shadowing me and my friend Moth as we're walking around. And then, like I said, the trailer park trash man, he was just like, I really like you. Like, I'd love to take you on a date. And I'm just like, maybe. Like, I don't know. Like, he's not cute to me. Body sloppy. Like I said, dick is small. I think he was balding, so he just needs to cut it off or get some hair transplant. Like, there's ways to fix this. You don't have to go through these things. I mean, look at me. If I had balding issue, I could put the wig on, right? If I want hair, I cut my hair off. Okay? So we're gonna like, okay, interesting. And at that point, I mean, like I said, it wasn't a horrible experience at that party. And the people, they kept going with the fucking. I didn't leave at the end. I kind of left probably 20 minutes because I have to drive 40 minutes. So I'm conscious of the fact that I've drank and I don't want to drink too much to the point I can't drive home. So I leave. Next week comes, she has another party, right? It might have been 2 weeks, whatever. I don't know the time frame between the parties that I went to. She has them every week to this day. So next party I go to, right? Different hotel. And this hotel, it was interesting in a lot of different ways, right? Number one, when I came in there was kids running through the halls. On the same floor. Same row of rooms. But this freak off is at, right? And to make it even worse, I think the kids were 2 fucking rooms down. Right? I'm coming in there full trench coat. So it's not like you could see what I was wearing. But it was obvious if you were an adult that you would kind of think I was a dominatrix. Even though I wasn't on that time then. Okay? So come in and I forgot to mention, me and Moth are the youngest people at these parties. Aside from the men, so I'd say the youngest guy I met at one of these parties might have been 24. At the time I was 23. But majority of these people are 30 plus. 30 plus, easily 30 plus. Also, sorry for these little frame lags. I don't know why they're happening, but I look so good right now, and I kind of don't want to re-record, so work with me. But yeah, hella people on the couch, and they're all like 40 plus, I guess catching up or something, I don't know. I start walking around the party, take my shoes off, take my coat off, and try to get a drink pass again, right? Mind you, I was also in the car doing a bit of drinking at the hotel, in the parking lot. And let me tell you why. I remember now. Moth chaperones, I don't know what you want to call it, worked for these parties, right? So, look at that baby. Look at that baby. Moth works for these parties. Super cool for her. So because of that, she told me how X, Y, and Z was saying how I drank too much at the first party I went to. Mind you, I had the drink pass. So if I have unlimited drinks, I drove myself home perfectly fine. Drove 40 minutes there, 40 minutes home. She's saying I'm drinking too much at the parties. Mind you, she's not saying drinking and acting like erratic, nothing like, oh my god, her behavior was inappropriate. She was just like, I don't think she should be drinking that much. Mind you, you guys know I'm an alcoholic. So if I'm an alcoholic and I'm a woman and I've been doing this shit for 3 to 4 years, you think I don't know how much it takes for me to get drunk? And how I don't know how to stop, or no, how I know how to stop when you need to so that you make it home safely. Right? Like, I showed up to this party at 11. Party ended at 3. So, I did all my drinks that first hour and probably had a drink once an hour after that. Because, like I said, I was into the festivities. getting spanked, meeting people. And then they made me that goddamn cheeseburger. So, if anything, the cheeseburgers have made me sober. Right? So, she told Moth, oh, yeah, we need to watch her when she's drinking. She was drinking too much at the last party, mind you. The fucking, like, I wasn't going to get the alcohol myself. They have people there that give it to you so they can watch it. So if that was the case, why did they not cut me off? If you had a problem with the amount that I drank, which probably was 4 to 5 shots, that's nothing to me. That's nothing. I know how many shots it takes me to get drunk because, like I said, you should know. For me, 20. And I'm not joking. 12 Casamigos. I don't know why with the Casamigos. But I showed up to the next party, right? Because she told me, oh, you know, you're drinking too much. So I do my own drinking in my car before I get there. So that's what I did. When I got there, I stopped in the parking lot, right? About 10 minutes, drinking in my car because I didn't, you know, if you had a problem with the last time, then I'll do my own. Go in there. And like I said, take my stuff off, go to them, like, oh, I don't know if they have the wristbands anymore. If they did, then I got another one. Got a drink, talking, walking around, and I was watching these two people, which somebody said they didn't fuck with them because they were fucking on their man, right? And they were actively fucking the man that they were talking about. So I'm watching them fuck. And I'm like, Like, I'm getting really close, like, this is interesting. Go ahead and grab her throat, actually. Slap her. Tell her to shut the fuck up. And they're doing it. So I'm like, oh, yeah, this is like, I gotta control her. So I'm in here cucking like crazy, and I am a cuck. So I'm cucking like crazy, just watching them, coaching them. And a lot of different guys were asking me to play. Again, I'm like, nah, not really interested. There was 3 different beds to get fucked on. So the people I was telling you about, they were doing a lot of fucking in the room, and the other 2 people were doing the fucking in the living room on the 2 additional beds. It was a pretty big hotel. So walking around talking to people, getting my number. These people are getting my number. And then the party host, she like calls me over like, hey, you know, come over real quick. And I go sit by her. And when I'm sitting next to her, which, you know, I think I'm going to take her name out. I think I'm going to take everybody's name out. So when I was sitting next to her, she was like, you know, I really appreciate you coming to my party. I wish I could be more active or bring my husband. I'm like, why can't you bring your husband? And she's like, well, you know, he's not into the scene. He doesn't know that I have these parties. He don't even have these parties. I mean, she's like, yeah, he's just not really interested in this stuff. So, you know, I go to these parties and try to play, but none of the guys there wanted to play with her. Why? She doesn't look good. Doesn't look good. And also isn't really putting herself out there to get fucked. And if she is, I don't see it, right? So maybe she is putting herself out there to get fucked, and they're denying her. Either way, she's not doing the fucking, and she made it pretty apparent she wanted to get fucked. Me too, but just not by those people. So one of these guys, he starts tweaking out on this girl because she said he didn't pay his child support, and 2 of them got their kids taken by CPS and decided to go to a sex party that day and argue. So then, you know, I'm like, oh, I want to go to my car and smoke real quick. So the bartender, my friend, some random guy that likes me and some random girl, they was like, okay, let's go to your car, let's smoke, whatever. So we match and we smoking. And then the white guy that's fighting that CPS shit, right? He starts talking about how he hates his baby mama, he has mixed kids, and he says the N-word. And I'm not talking about nigga. And I said, what? He was like, yeah, I called her that. She don't mind. She don't mind. So I look at him, I look at her, I look at everybody in the car, and we're silent, like. And he's like, I think I told him he needs to go. It was either I told him he needs to go or he still left anyway because he needed to do something. Either way, he did leave within like those 3 to 5 minutes. So I'm looking at her, I'm looking at them, and I'm like, I cannot believe he was so confident to tell me that. And we're like, yeah, I don't know what's wrong with him. We don't know what's wrong with him. So I go in and get my stuff, and I leave. Go home again, right? So that's party number 2. We got one more party. The final party. So Ma tells me again, before I even go there, that she's still running her mouth, saying that I'm drinking too much, saying that I drink before the party and that's inappropriate. So I drink at the party, I'm being inappropriate, right? I shouldn't be drinking at the party. I drink before I go to the party, I'm still inappropriate? At what point am I appropriate? Am I supposed to have one shot and stop? At a sex party? You know, alright, we're good, let's get to fucking. Let's get to fucking after one shot. Let's just get the sucking dick. Let's get to the fucking. Here I go. I only need one shot. I'm probably gonna need 50 shots trying to fuck them. I need about 50 because 50% of them look like a fucking monster. Like, you guys would think these sex parties just had bad bitches, sexy niggas, big dicks, fat titties, fat ass. No. It's nasty body, ugly as fuck, stinky sometimes. Ugh, like, I can go on a long tangent about the people at these parties. There's a reason I'm not fucking. There's a reason. So, third party, right? Because I'm like, I cannot believe this bitch is talking shit again. So, you know what I do again? I drink in my car. I don't care. Like, you tell me don't drink at the party. Now, drinking in my car at the parking lot before I go into the party is inappropriate. So, third party. And same place this time, right? That it was at the second time before. And I show up again. Same thing. Take my coat off, take my shoes off, my friend's there. And I kind of showed up a little later, so I didn't get to see a lot of fucking. I saw some shibari from this one guy. And maybe a little bit of fucking. Maybe. There was a lot of different guys there asking me did I want to play. The one guy that was in my car that was not the guy saying the N-word, he also was there, right? So he was interested in me. And funny enough, he did ask me on a date after that. And I will tell you guys about that date on another date if you want to know about that date. But let's just say he was not financially or mentally prepared to be taking me out. Because it was a holiday around that time. I don't remember what holiday, but it was a holiday. I think it was around New Year's, but not a New Year's party. I think it was a little bit before that. Either way, you know, I'm actually gonna write that down because that night was actually wild. That night was wild. So I'm gonna actually write that down. Man who couldn't afford a date. Man can't afford date from Freakoff. Okay, gotta write that down because I'll forget. Shit memory. Anyway, he was there. And I was talking to the guy that was doing shibari because he was like, you know, I'd love to do shibari on you. X, Y, and Z. And I said, I don't do that with people I don't know. Like, I don't know you. I need some references, which any ladies, anybody, if you want to do those type of things, get references. If they don't have anybody who can attest for them, don't work with them. So he's talking about how he has references. Either way, I didn't know at the time his background, so I was kind of just listening like, okay, well, you know, here's my information. X, Y, and Z. And he's just really telling me, like, you know, you need to be safe in this community. People just like to make accusations, and I'm really safe. If somebody says people making accusations, the accusations were made against them. Are we surprised? So I'm like, I mean, I guess okay. So I asked him, does he want to buy me a drink? He was like, here's $20. So I take the $20 to the bartender. Mind you, I think the drinks are like $2 each, maybe $3. Unless you wanted the $20 all you can drink pass. Or you can drink, right? Excuse me. And the bartender looks at me. And he says $20 a shot. $20 a shot. Luxury cocktail restaurants don't even charge $20 a fucking shot. Perry's, a steakhouse in Houston, a really nice steakhouse in Houston, their cocktails are less than that. I can name several restaurants and cocktail places where it costs well over $100 a person to eat, and their drinks are not that. Now the drinks might be max $25, but that's a fucking cocktail, like an espresso martini on fucking ice, pitch perfect liquor. You could probably get drunk 2 of them. Like, those would be the places I'm like, okay, $20. Like, you better be a fucking professional bartender. We're at a luxury restaurant. We're at a luxury hotel. This is a basic fucking hotel, probably $150 at most. Well, it's a 2, so I don't know how much it costs for 2 rooms at the same time. Either way, there's no way you're charging me $20 a shot. And I asked other people, did you guys get this? And they were like, nah, they never told. There's no $20 a shot. And I looked at him and I said, this shit should not cost $20 a shot. And he was like, yes, it is. So I said, give me my money back. So give me my money back. I'm talking to the guys in the room, like, yeah, I cannot believe they thought they was about to scam me. And they were like, oh, I'm so sorry. Do you want to play? Like, is there anything we can make it feel better? And I was like, you know what? You guys can give me a group massage. You know, you want to touch me so bad, you guys can just massage me. So I lay on the 3rd bed, right? And I'm just sitting there, laying down, and there's 4 different guys giving me a massage at the same time. And we're talking about video games and anime, and mind you, in a normal voice. Like, there's no reason for me to raise my voice in there. These people are not that loud. It's the nighttime in a hotel, and you're not even supposed to be having a party. So, obviously, we're not, oh my God! No, we're not doing that. So, yeah. We're getting a massage, or I'm getting a massage. I flip over to my belly, so now my back is exposed. I'm still talking to them. And the host, she comes up like, shh, we need you to quiet down. So, no, we don't want any complaints. Mind you, there's a girl getting her back blown out. They were already having intense spade game, shibari, orgies. Niggas is arguing about child support. But you look at me, getting a massage. No penetration. Like, what am I gonna be like? I love this massage, oh my! Like, it's a fucking massage. So I'm like, what? I'm like, alright. And at that point, I'm like, she's just geeking. Like, this is just too much. Like, this is now 3 times in a row this bitch got a problem. So, I leave the party. Like, I tell my friend, I'm like, she's doing too much talking about. I can't even fucking have a conversation, getting a massage. And they're like, yeah, no, that's OD. Like, we're literally just talking about anime and video games while I'm getting a massage. And like I said, there's a girl literally getting fucked. Her back is getting blown out right next to me on the other bed. Did I complain about her fucking moaning saying, oh my God, daddy fucked me harder? Or was I sitting here talking about goddamn the new release of Tokyo Ghoul whenever it comes out, if it ever fucking comes out? And fucking Jujutsu Kaisen with the hope of One Punch Man, because at that time One Punch Man was not out. Again, like the newest season, which I don't think anybody likes that. But still, so I'm talking about new anime that was going to release at that time. I'm like, oh my God, da-da-da-da-da. And like I said, I left. I left. And at that point, I told my friend, I said, I don't want to go to her parties anymore. Like, if every time I go to your parties, you have a problem. And then she didn't even tell me these things. Let me also add, other than her saying, shh, she never said any of those things I'm telling you. She said that shit behind my back, told her staff, and then they had them moving weirdly instead of addressing me or confronting me. If, like I said, if you are mad that I got 5 shots, ask me why I got 5 shots. If you want to charge me $20 a shot, elaborate to me why you think it's even fucking worth it. Over here giving me some goddamn, I'm telling you, bottom shelf liquor. Bottom shelf. I drink. That shit's bottom shelf. You can get a whole goddamn bottle for $10. And you think I'm paying $20 a shot? For a 750 milligram? If not a liter, 1.75. No. Okay. So after that, never wanted to go to her parties again. Never went to her parties again. Did I ever see her again? No. But there are people who have also went to her parties, and they told me how they either didn't like them or it was weird, overwhelming. And I mean, do I think the concept's good? I mean, yeah, in a sense. Like, at conventions, they have open parties and shit. But I think the way that she goes about it and that sneaky ass shysty behavior, like, this woman is 50 years old. And I'm not joking. She's 50 years old being sneaky and shysty. Like, if you have a problem, come to me. Don't sit there and tell my friend shit and you're 50 years old telling a 21-year-old how you're mad that I drank in my car in the parking lot of the hotel because you told me you had a problem with me getting 5 shots before on a $20 unlimited ticket wristband that I paid for. Mind you, I'm driving 40 and 40 back. And she knows this. So, with that being said, that is my story of the Willow Freakoffs. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I would not say I don't recommend to go to these things, but I will say if they're acting crazy and doing all this shit, just stop fucking going. I only wanted to go because I thought it was fun, but she made it unbearable with all the shit that she was talking and all the little dumbass stipulations as she kept trying to do, while everybody else is just fucking on, being loud, getting fucked. But with me, all of a sudden, I can't have more than 5 shots. Mind you, I'm not doing the fucking, and all I'm doing is talking to friends. Because I didn't want to do any of the fucking, because none of the guys there were sexy enough for me to fuck. Either way, that was my story. I really hope you guys enjoyed this week's story. I'm, like I said, going to be trying to post more, especially since I made my move. And I cannot wait to tell you guys about the next thing. I do not know what it is, but nonetheless, guys, make sure to like, make sure to comment, and if subscription is available on the platform that you're on, subscribe. And if it's following, follow and subscribe. Make sure to just support and turn your notifications on. I want to tell you guys about the 500 million other stories that I have. It's so funny how I can't remember normal things, but somehow, some way, I remember all of this. And like I said, it'd be different if I was lying, but there's too much proof for me to lie. With that being said, guys, I love you. Bye.